Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to...
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Brown will throw it. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play,
and they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Buying some time. Unleashes one. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to the air one more time. Got out of trouble and throws. He makes the connection. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
14, Georgia, 7.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Georgia 7.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He'll start this drive firing. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And the defense able to corral him out of bounds and stop him at the 2.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sit back in the pocket. Just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. They got him, and Gets a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the 1st down. Get it out of my hand.
Oh, look out! At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Brown will throw it. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pulls it in. It's Baker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes the grab. It's Strong. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if 37. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Coming after it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Stands in and takes the hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a...
And it's sucked out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's there to make the stop. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they could...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
So it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he holds it in at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to pass, showing the arm strength to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Offense gets set for second down. Handoff from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety.
What a snag by the defense. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. Settle for the cake at the 23. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Fires to the big fella. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you, this is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this off.
Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Tackled there by the defense.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Caught near the sticks. It's Strong. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. He's at the the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense with the scoop and score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Brown will throw it. Pocket starts to nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Brown wants to pass. Uncorks one to the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State, number 14, in the end zone.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He wants to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Turns it on at midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Forced out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Time to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 49, Ohio State 34.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Grant. The timing was just off with the freshman pass well behind him.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. Got some room, headed